Space Fox is a side-scrolling shoot-'em-up developed by Bright Software and published by Seven Hill Software in 1992. The name Space Fox has always made me think of Star Fox, and for good reason. Both games were space shooters, and Star Fox was released just 1 year later in 1993. But the similarities end there. So in Space Fox, you control some sort of a space fighter jet, and the goal is pretty much to shoot everything on the screen and survive to the end of each level. Now most enemies are going to fly in formations in different groups, and destroying every enemy in a group usually yields a prize such as increased projectile speed, weapon upgrades, or even bonus ships. Level 1 is very easy and short and really serves just to introduce you to the controls and the gameplay. Now most of the levels that follow Level 1 actually use the same core design with 3 main sections. The first section is going to have different enemy groups, the second section has enemies and asteroids that remain relatively stationary and they're always moving left, and the third section is the level boss. Destroying these bosses will always reward you with some sort of an item, sometimes really valuable and sometimes not so much. Now once you've destroyed the level boss, your shots will be temporarily disabled and you'll encounter a docking station. Just lock into one of the 2 entryways and you'll get rewarded with bonus points and an item selection screen. Although I only have 1 weapon so far, so I can't choose a different weapon. Level 2 immediately throws you into an asteroid belt, and it's here where you're probably going to start using your shield a lot more. Your shield temporarily guards you from enemy damage and will also help destroy enemies that make contact with you. If you use it for more than a few seconds though, it's going to use up all of your shield's energy bar, and although it does regenerate, it does so very slowly, and you want to make sure you always have enough to get by, especially during the boss battles. As the levels progress, you're also going to notice that the docking stations start to move faster, appear for a shorter time, and move in more irregular patterns, as you'll see in the later levels. If all goes well, in level 3 you're going to get an awesome weapon upgrade called Split, and it dramatically improves your attack range and power. Something you should be constantly monitoring is your fuel meter. Throughout each level, you will slowly lose fuel, and once it runs out, you're dead. Make sure you gather fuel every chance you get to prevent this. As you progress through the levels, you'll be introduced to new, unique enemies, some making you be constantly on the move and demanding quick reflexes if you want to survive. Boss battles are going to get harder, and docking stations are going to get insane. But it all seems worth it when you get to play levels like level 5 with some amazing soundtracks courtesy of Soundsmith. It's worth noting that you can actually replace or change the soundtrack to any level by swapping out the music and the instrument data files and replacing it with some other Soundsmith files. So this has been my look at Space Fox. It's definitely a game worth checking out. It's exclusive to the Apple IIGS system and probably the best space shooter available for that system, with the exception of Sylphid. Thank you for watching. Bye.